that he's a dropout and his focus is not education. So how is
this voice sounds familiar. Is that Afia Schwarzenegger? This voice sounds familiar. You said Valentina, and I want to connect.
Afia Schwarzenegger is called Valentina Nanejwa.
So you are the one. Okay, so Valentina.
Why are you answering the question for the man?
I'm not answering. I'm asking it. Are you the same person?
Okay,
I want to know.
Answer.
Okay.
We say how black media. Nana Kwame Bedi ako. Adodo na friend Cheddar. Ono na ekofa bae. Ema manyuku a friend said the new force. Na probo ya na okopie mu e was Star FM no ni Bola twetwe nkomo radio so na dwumadi no ekwa awie na ene Bola say yemi phone line tum na yenti ye na dofo ene ye na tiefo adwene na no mu bietuma na ene ase efuwura wo tete koromfo omu bietuma na ene ewura ye frɛ ne sɛ Valentina nana ajewa dodo na frɛ ne Afia Schwarzenegger ene kpenene ene wo hyase na otutu bi mane nana Kwame Bedi ako adodo na frɛ no sɛ Cheddar wo bobo na adwene de ma no nsɛm beble ene kɔso wo abra na Cheddar ene Bola twetwe nkomo mepese ekɔ ne ekokotie nsɛm a ɛkɔso wo abra Afia Schwarzenegger kyerɛ na adwene tutu bi de ma ne Cheddar ke black media but modern so be subscribe wa like wa comment we are we notification bell no send be the news for brelfa politics ho a onso wanya bi etie na ba se wo ka onso wanya bi aka yankwaje nkyere mu no mra sisie
mentality that I am bringing things that people are not thinking of, and as much as they doubt, that could be our opportunity.
Okay,
you know.
Well, let's talk about growing up and education. So for you, primary school was where, and secondary school was where?
Oh, I mean, primary school was in Ghana. I went to Modern International.
Modern.
Yeah, in Kumasi.
Oh,
you know,
Kumasi boy.
Yes, and then I came to Accra when I was 11. Then started secondary schools. I started from one in Tema, and then I came to Accra for a bit. Then I left to Apam.
Okay, so you were in Accra Academy.
Yeah.
Which year were you in Accra Academy?
I was with the Timmy and the Montero boys. So
which year was that?
We're 94, last group.
So how many years were you in Accra Academy for?
Oh, it wasn't even a year because.
Oh, it wasn't, okay.
Because I wanted to be in a boarding house, and at that time Freeman is only admitting day students. So my interest was the experience in being in boarding schools, and I thought that at that time I probably already felt like I'm a big man. I'm grown.
At age 11?
Yeah, I'm taking care of myself,
Wow.
No, I was 13 then,
13, okay.
I was at Form 3. So
you left after 1 year?
Yeah, less than a year. It was less than maybe a little bit over a semester.
Like 3 months or a term?
No, more than a term.
More than a term?
Yeah, more than a term.
In Accra Academy for 6 months. Yeah. So what's the motto of Accra Academy?
Below.
No, I mean the school motto. Like they have... what is the motto of Accra?
No,
do you know the anthem?
I probably wouldn't have chewed all of it.
Did you go to school for assembly and all?
I used to, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the motto of Accra Academy?
As in, when you say the motto, are you telling me to sing some song for you?
You come to the anthem, but then what is the motto of Accra Academy? You were in Accra Academy at least for almost a year.
Yeah.
What is the school motto?
If you ask me what's the motto for APAM, I don't remember. If you ask me what's the motto for all the schools I've been, because I think some people went there to make sure they study the motto, and some people went there to make sure that they sing anthems. But some people went there.
Can you sing the anthem for
coming.
us? Yes.
Some people went there to build relationships and to make sure that when they left footprints in the mindsets of people. Today, the people of Accra Academy, APAM Secondary, Achimota Pre-Seconds, whatever school, at least they know that there is an Nana Kwame Bedi, there is a Freedom Jacob Caesar.
You don't know the anthem.
It's not like I'm being ignorant or anything because.
Do you know the anthem of APAM?
I don't. That's why I'm saying that it's not you. For you, I think it's very important. Okay. Some things I was not interested in.
Okay.
I was more interested to find out that how the cocoa comes out of the soil. I was more worried about not wasting whatever money that is being invested in my fees. I wanted to make something.
So knowing the school motto and the anthem, you thought it was a waste of investment?
Well, I don't think that it was a waste of investment, but I said some people take these things serious. It's just like today, you can find people on the street, they can sing a whole album for you, and it's Lumba. But, Lumba doesn't know them, and they don't even have plate on food on their plates the next day. So that's what they've chose. You know,
it's priorities.
Yeah, priorities. You know, and some priorities could be displayed.
Okay.
You know, so I'm sorry, but you know, all the Bola boys, you know, it's more important that you remember your friends. You know, and I'm here. You can remember me very well. This guy, it's
Cheddar
you know, they see me more. They don't know me, and I make them see me when I want them to see me.
So now you know why I asked you the question, who are you? Now you see you've come back to that.
Oh, please. This is not about who you are. This is about you having characters that represent as a spirit, a myth, and can have different personas, you know. And I wouldn't say I'm a chameleon because that is also some kind of person that want to be so. But I just think that I'm a man that can come in 3 different forms, in 3 different ways. And some people doubt me. Some people believe in me. And some people don't have the 2. But it's okay.
Let's talk about life in London. I read somewhere during my research, and I know for a fact that at the point you were out there in the UK, did you go to the university? Okay. Which university was this?
Westminster.
Oh, Westminster, great one. And then did you graduate or not?
No,
or
drop
you were
out
chasing?
again. Drop out. I mean, look.
You've been dropping out.
I mean, look. Not changing schools, dropping out. I thought it was one of my biggest motives growing up was education. But now that I've gone through the process of maturity and I'm matured, I realized that I even made more mistakes on the way for not learning things around my surrounding and the mistakes of great people. Because I don't remember what it's economics. And I'm sure if I ask you that, because maybe if you're one of the true emperors, you probably won't remember too.
Well, I know, of course, Adam Smith, and we can talk about economics of scale, we can talk about, but yes, I mean, national income and all of that. But for you, that was irrelevant.
No,
right?
it's not that it was irrelevant. I think that it's important sometimes to learn more about what is around your surrounding. You know, I think also that you should respect the relationships that you're having in this your educational journey, because sometimes you would be more appreciated if the business or the relationship that you have created within the network that you had in school becomes valuable or resourceful.
So for you, was more of the network. We're activating the phone lines now. 055-288-0216. 055-288-0216.
Good evening. I have a question for the gentleman there.
And what's your name?
My name is Valentina.
Valentina. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. My first question is, with all his vision and our state of economy now, how is he going to finance it? Because we are in a country that cannot afford beds for sick children. We cannot even afford 3 square meals. So how are we going to finance the dredging of the sea? 2, a president that does not value education. How is he going to advise the youth? Because this country right now, we have people that think MPs and ministers are supposed to be building toilets instead of developing the country. So with a president who does not value education.
Has he said that he doesn't value education? He's not said that here on the program, madam.
He clearly made it point out that he's a dropout and his focus is not education. So how
this voice sounds familiar. Is that Afia Schwarzenegger? This voice sounds familiar. You said Valentina, and I want to connect.
Afia Schwarzenegger is called Valentina Nanejiwa.
So you are the one. Okay, so Valentina.
Why are you answering the question for the man?
I'm not answering. I'm asking it. Are you the same person?
Okay,
I want to know.
Answer.
Okay. Are you the same person?
The president that does not value education, how will he encourage the youth to go to school? Because our problem in Ghana now is illiteracy. The major problem we're facing in the country is illiteracy. That is our major problem.
Okay, he's here to answer your question. He's here to answer your question. Nana Kwame Bediako will answer you. So we've established that that's Afia Schwarzenegger, Valentina. Is that right? Hello? Okay, so go ahead.
So first of all, there's no such thing as I don't value education. I want people to understand that education is just not based on academic curriculum. Okay, education is how you can learn about things to advance your brains, to have more knowledge, and to understand a few answers. They call it wisdom. Okay, and then you have to apply it to your resources, because if you want to have education, you can educate yourself for the next 70 years. It has no end. Okay, but you have to remember that there is the books part and then there is the practical part. So you do the books part first, and then after you go into the practicality. But some people are thinking that education is just about chewing and pouring. So I am actually just advising Ghanaians that what's the point of learning about Christopher Columbus when you had the cocoa to learn about, when you had the gold to learn about? Why are you going to America to buy the gold and put it in your neck when it's right on your neck, on your land? Because you didn't study about mining when you were studying geography. So I don't have anything like that, like I'm against education. In fact, I support education, and the youth will tell you from the university, since we're doing the university challenge, even putting in $1 million, to support people who will come up with great
$1 million Ghana cedis.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, for people who come up with great ideas, to be able to use that capital to fund that idea, so it's more like a shark tank that we're building, and we did this because we thought that maybe this can give a facelift to the government's existing idea, because everybody is educating themselves in Ghana so they can get a job.